Christo Ananth channel members, viewers and subscribers, very good day to you all. So once again, I am really happy to meet you all. This time with a very genuine review about the Honorary Doctorate Awards provided by the St.Mother Theresa University. We'll try to find out whether they are genuine or fake, whether the Honorary Doctorate Awards, the certificates provided by them, are really valid or not. So in the recent time, a very famous South Indian actress has claimed that she had received her honorary doctorate award from this particular university. We'll try to understand in this video whether they are actually charging any fees for giving this so-called honorary doctorate award. We'll also try to understand whether this honorary doctorate award is equivalent to the hard-earned PhDs from the academic institutions. So without wasting much of our time, let us go straight into the ground research of the honorary doctorate awards provided by St.Mother Theresa University. So let us do a ground research about this particular university. Okay, so we have searched for St.Mother Theresa University honorary doctorate. Please understand that I have searched Teresa. Okay, so this is the actual spelling. So you can also search for Teresa, TH. Okay, so here we can find the website over here. Also we have several videos. Okay, the videos have garnered very less attention. Okay, so we have the very famous South Indian actress Sanchita Shetty, who has posted in Facebook platform, Instagram platform, that she has very recently received the honorary doctorate award. So specifically she has mentioned National Honorary Doctorate Award. Okay, so we'll try to research about this particular university, whether this is actually UGC approved or not. So this particular university, here we can see it is St.Mother Theresa University.com. Okay, so here we can find some videos being mentioned. Please remember this particular name of the person, Dr. R. Vijaya Saraswati. Okay, so everywhere you can find information about this particular personality. Okay, so down if you try to scroll over, they have some statistics mentioned. Okay, so they are actually accredited by JBR Harvard Accreditation US. Okay, also Cambridge Distance School of Education. We'll try to cross check the accreditation of this particular university. Okay, also they have mentioned IAO. So everybody knows that IAO is actually an online organization. Okay, so you cannot treat it as a valid accreditation organization. Okay, so here if you can see with regards to affiliation or maybe accreditation information, we do not have a registration number. We do not have any particular information regarding their file number. So down you can see that they are actually organizing some online courses. So the event photos, the gallery proofs have been mentioned. As you can see, this particular person, this lady is present in all of these photos. Okay, even in the star mentors, even you can find the same name being mentioned. Okay, so if you try to go through this particular information, for example, Huzaifa Korakiwala, also Margaret Gerard. Okay, we are not getting some actual online presence. Their photos are not visible over here. However, if you try to check in the Google, we can understand that this particular person is the trustee and CEO of Walk Hard Foundation, and he has mentioned in his particular website that he has received the Seva Ratna Award from this particular university during 2022. In the news and events, we have some information irrelevant to this particular university. Okay, and again we find some videos about time management, how to communicate effectively. I really don't know why they are actually publicizing videos in this particular university section. If you browse through the frequently asked questions, so with regards to any of the section, we cannot find any of the details being mentioned, and you can see with the contact information, only Indian contact numbers are available, including WhatsApp numbers. But you can see an Australian address being mentioned. So having mentioned an Australian address, they are mentioning some Indian numbers, and they have mentioned that they have got their accreditation from US, which is unverifiable. So even if you try to click on some links, okay, so it is actually redirecting to Google Play Store, which is quite inactive. So in the About Us section, we do not find relevant technical details being mentioned over here. Again, as you see, the same person name is mentioned as the founder of SMTU. So straight away they have displayed the payment methods. Okay, so we can understand that they are collecting money in order to give these honorary awards or maybe these online diploma certificates. In the academic section also, we do not find any particular information regarding their faculty or maybe their laboratory sessions, what research is actually going on. So in the board of governors section, okay, we have the chancellor information, okay, Hisamuddin Papa, okay, vice chancellor James Kerr, and of course pro vice chancellor, the very famous person name, okay. So we can find members being mentioned. So their contact information or maybe their photos are unavailable. For example, this particular person, if you try to search in the Google, we can understand that he is actually a pulmonologist and the founder, chairman, managing director, researcher, administrator at Huma Specialist Hospitals and Research Center Private Limited. So if you try to search for James Kerr, St.Mother Theresa University, we can understand that he is from UK. Actually, we got this information from the very famous actress Sanjita Shetty. She has thanked this particular person from UK. Okay. So here, if you try to browse over, we cannot find any particular information regarding his role with St.Mother Theresa University. So if you try to browse over the information of Dr. R. Vijaya Saraswati, okay, so we can understand that she is actually the managing director at Hopewell International FZ LLC in UAE, and we can find only little information being mentioned in this particular section in Instagram. But with regards to the very famous actress Sanjita Shetty, okay, so we can understand that she has recently received her honorary doctorate from this particular university 4 weeks back. Trying to Google about this particular information, Hopewell International FZ LLC, we can understand that this particular university has collaborated with Hopewell International FZ LLC UAE in order to launch online diploma courses. So please try to understand that they are not accredited by UGC, but they are accredited by 3 organizations as mentioned in the website. So some people have even mentioned that they are trying to reach this particular university by filling up the Google form, but they are not replying in return. So let us check their accreditations, their affiliations one by one. Okay, for example, they have mentioned in the particular website they are actually accredited by JBR Harvard. Okay, so we'll go with this particular website. Okay, so we can understand that they are providing accreditations. Okay, so actually this website looks quite messy. Okay, for example, if you try to click on their particular website, okay, for example, rankings, okay, so they are actually pointing to Shanghai ranking, NCRT, NIRF even, okay, so they are actually redirecting to NIRF. Of course, everybody knows about NIRF, okay, but why they have to redirect? So here you can understand that they are actually collecting money in order to get accredited. For example, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. We do not have any particular technical information being mentioned over here. For getting an Indian ISO certification, they are charging like 1,000 rupees for a 1-day QMS certificate program. If you try to browse through their team section, okay, for example, senior advisor, head of litigation, general counsel, we can find the same photos being mentioned. How can 3 persons have the same photos? How can 2 persons have the same photos? You please try to answer. Even with regards to their particular services, for example, you try to download their brochure in PDF or maybe docx format, it is actually inactive. Even with regards to blogs, they are currently active only during 2025. We really don't know what they have been doing in the past years. So they have mentioned they had been functioning over the last few years. We do not have any particular information about this particular accreditation website. We decided to check another accreditation, Cambridge Distance School of Education, UK, real or fake. Okay, so it is actually not directly associated. We can understand that they are actually pointing to some way or the other. Seeing this particular information, we get reminded of American Management University. They are also pointing to one particular online section. Since they are offering online diploma courses and giving online honorary doctorate awards, they are actually pointing to online or maybe distance school of education, which is quite unverifiable. We decided to check the honorary doctorate from this particular university. So one recipient we know, it is the very famous actress Sanjita Shetty. Okay, so we also have Sri Chopa Gangi Reddy. Okay, so the founder of Annamacharya Educational Institution. Okay, so it is in the Malaysian branch. Okay, so we also have Ustad Kamal Sabri. Okay, So this particular person has received honorary doctorate in music from this particular university. We decided to check this particular university in the Google. Okay, so here we have another one particular website also. Even if you try to click on this particular website, it is currently inactive. We decided to check for this particular university, real or fake. Of course, in Google, with regards to AI, we are getting a positive response that it is actually a real private non-profit institution. So they claim that they are actually accredited by these particular affiliations. In Facebook, they have around like 635 likes and 679 followers. Okay. Again, they have an Indian number being mentioned. We can understand that they are actually charging $125 for an online diploma course, which accounts to 10,000 in Indian rupees. We have got negative reviews being posted even. So one particular person has tried to approach for a real diploma certificate, for which there had been an issue of gender inequality as pointed out by this particular person. So if you try to search for this particular university space fake with regards to Google, okay, so we have a very important information with regards to sproutsnews.com. Okay, so will US consulate act against fake paper universities? So if you try to scroll over, we have the list of fake universities awarding bogus PhD degrees. We also have St.Mother Theresa University being mentioned over here. Even in Twitter, the very same person has mentioned information about this particular university in the list of fake universities. We also have businessnews1.com. We have one important information. Former mayor of Mumbai caught with bogus PhD. Okay. We have the American University USA certificate being mentioned. Again, in the list of universities, we have St.Mother Theresa University. So with regards to this particular university, we have a contact information in Australia. We have Indian contact numbers being mentioned, and they claim that they have received foreign accreditations, specifically US accreditations. While they have not yet obtained their accreditation from US Department of Education, we can clearly say that they have not yet obtained their national accreditation. So their initial targets are media personalities and institution or maybe organization owners, after which common people are being attracted to get these kinds of honorary awards. The amount varies between 10,000 in Indian rupees till 25,000 in Indian rupees till even 1 lakh in Indian rupees. If you try to calculate in dollars, it might account to $150 till $300 till $1,200. For online courses, they are charging 10,000 in Indian rupees or approximately $150. Their accreditations, their affiliations are unverifiable. Please understand that this honorary doctorate award from this particular university from unverifiable accreditations cannot be claimed for self-promotions. They cannot be attested by national or maybe international bodies. Therefore, they cannot be deemed equivalent to their hard-earned PhD degrees. So if you have any clarifications, questions, queries, positive or maybe negative experience with regards to this particular university, please share them in our comment section. So I'm sure you would have benefited a lot out of this useful awareness video. So see you then in another interesting, genuine review of honorary awards or the honorary doctorate awards. Till then, collaboration